guilt myself when I start a journal and then I don't carry it through. And I'll find a 6-month gap in between my journal entries. But I really loved when you said that you look at it with a mindset of the observations where you could go back and see your behavior. Do you find by doing it that way that you feel less guilty when you don't do a journal entry for a while?
I think so. And I think one thing that I've noticed is I use like different tools at different times. So I'm the same way. I have notebooks that like journals that were started, and then 6 months go by and I didn't do it. So then I feel bad. So then I have to go out and buy a new journal because I don't want anyone to know.
Yeah, 100%.
I think what happens is there are times when I need that and there are times when I don't. So like making myself feel bad for not using a tool that I don't need, it's sort of like, why pull out the hammer if I need a saw? Like I shouldn't feel bad about that. It's the same thing. And that's what and that's sort of how I've been looking at what I'm doing now is, and there are days that will go by or weeks where I don't do those little like annotations. And it's like, okay, I guess I didn't need that. I was, in a good place. Or, maybe I did. And that's why now I'm feeling squirrely and I have to go back. I have to pull that tool back out.
That makes sense. And so that makes me feel better. So now I'm not going to feel guilty for all the notebooks I have in my house. And it's been really funny because lately my kids have been finding them and being like, oh, Daddy, I found another notebook. Can I have this one? And I'm like, sure, go right ahead. That was like 4 journals ago. You can have that one. It's totally okay. Let me rip out the first 2 pages I use. You can have the next 200.